Hey! Welcome back. Today is my first makeup tutorial. Yay! I'm doing Katana from the Bombshell series from DC. So if you want to know how to do this look, stay tuned. Yay! So let's get started with this tutorial. First thing you want to do is make sure that your face is primed and ready to go. I'm just using this Makeup Forever HD primer, I think is what it's called. So after that, you are going to start with any white makeup basically that you want. I'm using the May Around Paradise paint in white because that's my favorite and it comes off easily with water. So I just activated it also with water and tried to make a mask shape on my face. Just making sure that it was even before we filled it in. You can go over your eyebrows, just be careful when you do because it'll take longer to dry. And you don't have to go all the way like over your eyes and stuff because we're going to put it on the eyeshadow in a second, so there's no need. So after you filled in your mask and it's all dry in the forehead at least, I'm just taking this Wet n Wild liquid lipstick, which is like the best thing for $2 ever, and I'm just creating the circle that she has on her forehead. Make sure when you do this though, you start small because it's much easier to make it bigger with the red than it is to go over the red with the white if you fuck up. Just saying. Next thing you want to do is do them eyebrows, girl. I started off with this eyebrow pencil I got from the beauty supply store. It's just like super cheap, I have no idea even what brand it is. And just make a shape, like an eyebrow shape. You can either match her eyebrows perfectly or you can just do whatever works for you. I did what works for me. And no matter if it's messy or whatever, you can go over it later with some eyeshadow. So like I said, just take the eyeshadow and fill it in a little bit more. I made sure mine were like super defined in this look just because that's how I wanted this to be. So now onto the eyes. Make sure you use your primer potion first, whatever you prefer. I mean, I'm using Urban Decay because that's what I like. But make sure you put it on the top and the bottom because we're going to be putting eyeshadow all over our faces. And while that's drying, we will do the face. I'm using this NYC Smooth Skin liquid foundation with a damp beauty blender. Obviously use whatever you want, just as long as it's your face color. So start at the bottom of the face and work your way up. And once you get close to the mask shape, basically just like use the pointy end of the beauty sponge or a brush if you want, and carefully kind of match up to the line of the mask. It's okay if you go over a little bit, you can fix it later, but just try carefully not to. Alright, so now we're doing the eyes again, now that our primer potion has, you know, dried or gotten the way it's supposed to. You know what I mean. I am grabbing this ColourPop singlet in Rex, in color Rex, which has, it's basically really navy blue, black, I guess, with blue sparkles. So we're just doing like a reverse blue smoky eye. I guess it's reverse. Yeah, we're doing dark and then light on the outside. Sure. Okay. So just put that all over the top of your lid, and you can either use a short, fluffy brush like I did, or a really, really fluffy brush. So now that you've got Rex all over your lids, take a blue shadow, like a middle blue. I just grabbed this bright blue that I had from an alien project I did last year. And basically you're going to make a triangle shape coming from the bottom part of your eye out to your eyebrow, and then on top of all the blended smoky-ness. Words. I'm bad at this. And once you're satisfied with how your smoky eye looks, and I know it looks weird, and while it looks weird at the moment, take some more white and fill in all those little skin gaps that you have. It's okay if you go over what your smoky eye was a little bit, you can just redo it and I'll show you that. Alright, so you just painted your nose white, so your nose is lost in your face forever. So basically just take the lightest gray, basically like off-white that you have, and just contour at the middle part of your nose. You don't really want the top part because it'll get lost in the eyeshadow, but just do like the middle part so you have a little bit of a nose. Next step is eyeliner. You get to watch me put something in my eyeball. Ugh. Gross. My eyeballs are so red. It's nasty. Don't you dare forget about them lashes. No look is complete without lashes. I grabbed these Revlon pair and they ended up not being what I wanted, so I stacked them with another pair of lashes and they ended up perfect. So it doesn't really matter what you use, but this is just what I liked. Alright, now back to the face. I am taking this really light e.l.f. blush on a slightly dirty brush, as I noticed after I put it on, but I said fuck it. And I'm just doing very light blush on the apples of my cheeks, and I didn't contour because this is slightly dirty, so I don't need it. Last but not least, you need those lips. I use the same Wet n Wild liquid lipstick that I used earlier because why not? And I went to town. I made my top lips a little bit fuller than I usually do just because I really wanted that pin-up look. The final step is totally optional, but this is what I wanted to do. I kind of made a little bit of a shadow on the red dot on my forehead to give it some depth, and then also created kind of a shadow underneath my mask by bringing all the pigment down, you know, starting at the base of the mask and bringing it down, just so it looked more like a mask and not like a face paint. Yeah, it wasn't perfect, but it's a start. And then once I did all that, I got all the way to the top and created like a small little shadow line as well. And there you have it. That is how I did my makeup. And the hair looks horrible, obviously, because I'm not very good at hair. But you know what? I tried.